everyone, welcome to our channel Knowledge Hub. Friends, subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for the latest update. Today we're gonna start with your reasoning, which is your cubes and dice, and this has been your 217th classes. In the last classes we had done your cubes and dice here. On the same cases, this has been your non-verbal reasoning, where we are dealing with the 14th topic, that has been the cubes and dice, which we had done your part 1 and part 2 we are dealing with here. Other than that, we talk about it. So you had completed your reasoning, that is a verbal reasoning, where we had verbal reasoning, we had completed your general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In general mental ability, we had done your analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, analogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, direction sense test, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking and time sequence test, mathematical operations, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reasons, situation reaction test, verification of the truth of the statement as well. After that, in logic reasoning, we had completed your logic, statement argument, statement assumption, statement cause of action, statement conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme detection, question statement, miscellaneous logical puzzles as well. In terms of non-verbal reasoning, we had done your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure matrix, paper coding, paper cutting, rule detection, grouping of identical figures. Then we are dealing with the cubes and dice here. In terms of cubes and dice, part 1, the cubes dice 1 we have, cubes 1 we have done. Now we'll have to do it in the same cases for the cubes and dice, that the second part what we are dealing with. So let's go ahead for the same, and we'll do with that has been the 36th question of the session. 35th question we had done in the last classes. Before starting with this, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button and please like, share and subscribe our channel, so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. The question we have as follows, that a painter is given a task to paint a cubical box with 6 different colors of different phases of the cube. The detailed account of it was given as like red face should be lie between yellow and brown phases, green face should be adjacent to the silver face, pink face should lie adjacent to the green face, yellow face should lie opposite to the brown one, brown face should face down, and silver and pink faces should lie opposite to each other. That has been the condition has been given, and according to that we have to solve it out. We'll go ahead. A painter is given our task to paint a cubical box with 6 different colors for a different phase of the cube. The detailed account of it was given as, so the first statement what they had given you is red face should lie between yellow and brown face. B is green face should be adjacent to the silver face. C is pink face should lie adjacent to the green face. D is yellow face should lie. Opposite to the brown one, and the E is brown face should face down, and the F is silver and pink faces should lie. Opposite to the brown one. Okay, that we have silver and pink should faces lies opposite to each other. Each other. And brown faces should have face down. This is what we have here. These were the conditions being given here. As I repeated, red face should lie between yellow and brown faces. Green face should be adjacent to the silver face. Then pink face should be lie adjacent to the green face. Yellow face should opposite to the brown one. Brown should face down, and silver and pink faces should lie opposite to each other here. Okay, that has been the question here. Now the question that they had asked you is the 37th question, that the face opposite to red is the face opposite to red is this we have to find out कि opposite red के कौन से face है and कौन सा color face है. तो that is the options we have yellow, green, pink, silver. So we'll talk about for the same, and that what we even though have to answer it out here. And so first we'll do it for the same, and then we'll find out for the same. So we'll go ahead, we'll just make a sort of a diagram so it will be cleared to you. Okay, so the diagram should be like this only. Okay, so this has been the brown, this has been the silver here, this is upper one is yellow, this has been green, this has been red, this has been pink. Okay, this has been representing here. On the basis of the given detail, the cube will be painted as indicated in the following figures. So here Y stands for the yellow, and R stands for the red, B stands for the brown, and G stands for the green, P stands for the pink, and which we have, so this is been the from the up down right side, this side one, and then S is for silver. So the color of the face has been indicated as the center of each face is here. And so for the same we'll talk about it, and that is the face opposite to the red. As you can see here, the red is here, so face opposite to the red is green. The answer will get is green. So I think I had drawn the diagram, so it will be very clear about you that how to answer it out as well. So we'll have a 38 question of the sessions as well. We'll just take it out. The another question is here, is that the upper face is, so the question is being asked is the upper face is, this is being there here that we have, and for the face upper faces, and the options we have red, pink, yellow and silver. So for the same we have to answer it out here. The upper face is painted here is your yellow. Answer will be yellow. We'll talk about the another question that has been the another here is your 39th question of the sessions as well. So 39th question, the faces adjacent to green are, the faces adjacent to green are, so the options we have yellow, pink, red, silver, brown, pink, red, silver, yellow, brown, pink, silver, yellow, brown here. That what we have to talk about it, and that for the same we have here. So clearly the faces adjacent to green are pink, silver, yellow and brown. Now we'll talk about the another one that we have to talk about it, which is the another question here is being your the 40th question of the session. The question is the face opposite to silver. The face opposite to silver that we have to talk about it. So this is options we have pink, brown, red and green. We'll go ahead for the solution for the same. So clearly the face opposite to the silver is, as you can see, silver के opposite कौन सा है? It will be your pink. Now we'll go ahead with another question, which has been the another one is the 41th question of the session. The question is, three of the faces adjacent to the red face are, three of the faces adjacent to red faces are options we have silver, green, brown, silver, brown, pink, silver, pink, green, yellow, pink, green here that we have. And for the same we have an options as well, that has been the faces adjacent to red or faces are, red faces के adjacent कौन से faces हैं. So as you can see here, this has been the silver here, and then we have your pink here, and then we have your brown, and then we have your yellow. So we'll have your is being your that is being the silver, pink, brown and yellow. Okay, that we have here, that is to be as follows as well. So next we'll go ahead of the sessions that we have discussed here, which has been the another important question is your 42th question of the sessions as well. The question is, a cube is colored red on all faces. It is cut into 64 smaller cubes of equal size. Now answer the following question based on this statement. This has been the question has been asked in your GIC AAO examination paper. That has been also an important one here, and the related questions that we talk about it. We'll go ahead. A cube is colored red on all faces. It is cut into 64 smaller cubes of equal size. Now answer the following question based on this statement is, that is GIC AAO. So the question for the same we have is your, how many cubes have no face colored? How many cubes have no face colored? Options we have 24, 16, 8 and 0. So for the same we have to talk about it. So the given figure that should be the keep cleared red and all faces and divided into 64 smaller pieces, so that what the figure we had drawn, that is the foreign part, so that the figure may be analyzed by dividing it into the 4 horizontal layers as well. So on the same 4 horizontal layers, then it is divided. So in layer 1, that the 4 central cubes have only one face that colored, 4 cubes at the corner that have 3 faces colored, and the remaining 8 cubes have 2 faces colored. In each of the layers, second and third, 4 central cubes have no face colored, and the 4 cubes have in the corner have 2 faces colored, and the remaining 8 cubes have only one face colored here. And in fourth layer, that the 4 central cubes have only one face colored, 4 cubes at the corners have the 3 faces colored, and the remaining 8 cubes have 2 faces colored here. So for the same we'll have to find out for the solution for the same. and with respect towards how many cubes have no face colored here. In these, 4 central cubes in the layer second and 4 central cubes in the layer third have no face colored, so thus there are 8 such cubes. 8 such cubes, and this has been asked in GICAO examination paper. We'll go ahead with the 44th question of the sessions as well. That is being important too, and that is also, we have to go ahead for the same as well. So the question has been, how many cubes are there which have only one face colored? How many cubes are there which have only one face colored? The options we have 4, 8, 16 and 24. We'll go ahead for the same here, and that has been the question is that 4 central cubes in layer 1 is 8 cubes in layer 2 and 8 cubes in layer 3, and 4 central cubes is layer 4 have one such face color. So thus there are 4 plus 4 8 plus 8 plus 4, which is equals to 24 such cubes here that we have as an answer. We'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one here, which has been the 45th question of the sessions here. That is also an important one, so we'll go ahead, and that has been the important too. And for that the question is, how many cubes have two red opposite faces? How many cubes have two red opposite phases? That we have to talk about it. So the options we have is 0, 8, 16 and 24, and on the same cases we have to find out for the same, which is being none of the cube that can have its opposite face colored. So we'll have your answer is your none here. Now you can say that it will be 0. Now we'll go ahead with another question that is being another one here as your the 46th question of the sessions as well. Question is, how many cubes have 3 faces colored? Options we have 24, 16, 8 and 4. We'll go ahead for the solution for the same, and that has been the 4 color cubes in layer 1, 4 corners cubes in layer 4 and 3 faces colored. Thus there are 8 such cubes. That has been the answer here for the same. We'll go ahead with another question that what we have to talk about it. That has been another question here, and which we have to talk about it, and that has been the 47th question of the session. The question is being said here is a cube painted red on 2 adjacent faces and black that on the faces opposite to the red faces, and green on the remaining faces, cut into 64 smaller cubes of equal sizes. This has been asked in your CBI examination paper, that what we have to talk about it, and that has been very important here. So where they had asked you many questions, that has been asked in CBI examination paper, so that has been the important one, and you have to answer it out accordingly. And so just I write it down the questions here, which is a cube painted red on 2 adjacent faces and black on the faces opposite to the red faces, and green on the remaining faces is cut into 64 smaller smaller cubes of equal sizes. This has been the question has been asked in your CBI examination paper. That has been the important one here. Let's go ahead for the solution for the same. So for the same we have here it has been the questions here has been how many cubes are there which have no face painted, and that has been the important one as well. So we'll go ahead for the same here, which has been your the 48 question here. So the question is how many cubes are there which have no face painted. So this being the question has been asked in your that has been CBI examination paper. So the options for the same is 0, 4, 8 and 16 that we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same for the figure analysis in the same as the structure solution that we had done here in this, and that has been for the same that for how many there are there which have no face painted. So there are 8 cubes having no face painted. Okay, so there is 8 cubes that has been not painted. We'll go ahead for the another one which will talk about it, and that has been the another question. How many cubes have only one face painted? How many cubes have only one face painted? This has been the questions here. The options for the same is 8, 16, 24 and 32, and for the same we'll talk about it. That is, there are 24 cubes having one face painted here. We'll go ahead for the next one, which has been the another question here. That has been your the 50th questions of the sessions as well. The question is how many cubes have less than 3 face painted? We'll go ahead. How many cubes have less than 3 face painted? And for the options we have 8, 24, 28 and 48 as well. So for the same we have as an answer there are 24 cubes. We have 24 cubes having only one face painted and 24 cubes having only 2 face painted here. So for the same we have 24 plus 24, because they had asked you how many cubes have less than 3 face painted. So less than 3 we have 1 as well as count 2 as well. So 24 plus 24, that is being equals to 48 cubes. So the answer we'll get here is your that has been your 48 cubes having less than 3 face painted. That will be the right answer for this particular questions as well. We'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, which has been your the 51st questions of the sessions as well. We'll go ahead with 51st question of the sessions that we have to talk about it, and that has been how many cubes are there with 3 faces painted. So that has been how many cubes are there with 3 face painted, with 3 face painted that we have. So for the same we talk about it, and that will be having the options for the same we talk about it is your 4, 8, 16 and 24. That what we have to talk about it, and that is being also asked in your CBI examination paper, as I told you. So for the same question, if I'm going ahead here, so for that there are 8 cubes having 3 face painted. So 8 will be the right answer for this question as well. Now we'll go ahead with another question, and that is being the last for this particular type of questions here which we are dealing here. So in that the question is, how many cubes have one face green and one of the adjacent face black and or red here? That is what we have to talk about it. So we'll go ahead for the same, that is being 52th question of the session. Question is, how many cubes have one face green and one of the adjacent faces black or red? The options we have 8, 16, 24 and 28. We'll go ahead for the solution for the same. So here in this where that substitutes the blue color by green color, and 8 cubes in layer 1 and 4 cubes in a layer second and 4 cubes in layer third as well, and 8 cubes in layer 4 that have one such green and one of the adjacent face will be black or red here. So thus there are 8 plus 4 plus 4 plus 8. 8 plus 4 is 12, 8 plus 4 is 12, 12 plus 12 is 24 such cubes that we have as an answer here for the same. Now we'll go ahead with another question, that is being the questions of the sessions here. 53rd question of the sessions here. So the questions we have here, that is what we have to talk about it, that is the 6 faces of a cube are colored black, brown, green, red, white and blue, such that the first we have there, the statement is red is opposite black, second is the green is between red and black, third is blue is adjacent to white, D is fourth is the brown is adjacent to blue, and the fifth is red is at the bottom here. You have to answer the following question based on this information that has been asked in UTC examination paper as well. So we'll go ahead for the same. The 6 faces of a cube are colored black, brown, green, red, white and blue, such that, so first statement we have here is red is opposite black, second statement we have here green is between red and black, third statement is blue is adjacent to white, fourth statement is brown is adjacent to blue, and the fifth statement is red is at the bottom. This has been the question has been asked in UDC examination paper. That has been the important one here for the same, and we'll go ahead for the questions here as well. And that has been the 54th question of the session. Let's go ahead for the same. 54th question of the session that we have here is that which color is opposite brown? Which color opposite brown? That we have to talk about it. So the options we have white, red, green and blue, and that, as I told you, this has been asked in UDC examination paper as well. So for the same, on the basis of the given detail that the cube will colored as to be indicated, I will just draw first diagram so that you will get to know about it, and even though you will get the answer as well. So I will draw it. Okay, so here this is the upward is your top, is your black. This is black one. Okay, this side one is your brown. This is the side one is brown, and this is one is your green, and this is your blue. Back one is your blue. Okay, write it down here. And this is the side one is your white, and this is being the red here. Bottom one is red. Okay, so this is how it is named it out here, and for the same we have to answer it out according to this. What they had asked you is which color opposite to brown, and as I told you here, for the brown, this has been the brown here, and that has been representing here, this has been the brown. So as is clear that from the figure this that is colored brown, and the opposite to it that lies to the side here, which is in the opposite to the brown, is your white here that I represented here only. So therefore the white color is opposite to the brown, so the answer we'll get is the white. Okay, now we'll go ahead with another question that we have to talk about it, and that has been the important one as well. So with same references, we'll go ahead with another question that has been the 55th question of the sessions here. So the question has been states that the four adjacent colors are, the four adjacent color are. So on the same case we have an options black, blue, brown, red, black, blue, brown, white, black, blue, red, white, black, brown, red, white. That's what we have to talk about it, and on the same page we have to answer it out as well. So here black, brown, red, white are the adjacent color which is lie respectively on the top side and from the bottom side as well. So we have an answer is your black, brown, red and white. Okay, so these were the adjacent colors. Now we'll go ahead with another next question that we have to talk about it, that is being the another as well. On the same cases, the next question we have, which of the following can be deduced from 1 and 5th here. So we'll go ahead for the same for first or fifth statement we say batana hai what it deduced from. So the question is which of the following can be deduced from 1 and 5th. That statement has been given. So this has been the questions here, and that has been the options is black is on the top, blue is on the top, brown is on the top, and brown is opposite black here. So we'll go ahead for the same what is in that on the top, and that has been, as we know very well that as I had made it a question clear here. On the same behalf of it, we have an answer that is red is opposite black, and red is at the bottom implies black is on the top. Okay, that will be having as an answers here. Now we will be moving ahead with the next question that we have to talk about it, even though which is important too, and that what we have to answer it out. But here we will be ending it up because it will be more than 30 minutes will take it. But okay, surely we'll complete one question more, and then after that we'll end up with that has been respective manner. That has been the another question is your 57th question of the session. So the question is, a cube is painted blue on all faces, is cut into 125 cubes of equal size. Now answer the following questions here. This has been the important one because this has been asked in MBA examination paper as well. So a cube is painted blue on all phases, is cut into 125 cubes of equal size. Now answer the following question. This has been asked in your MBA examination paper. The questions we have here is that has been the 58 question. This has been the statement. So the question is, how many cubes are not painted on any face? How many cubes are not painted on one face only? Sorry, how many cubes are not painted on any face? Okay, so on any face we have options. We have this has been is 8, 16, 18, 27 and 54. So for the same we have to answer it out as well. Before that we have to draw a type of a diagram where we have 124 cubes. So it will be a cube which bisections of 5 per each, and that is been representing. So I just draw it that. This is how it is, and so we have to break that as well. So it will be like okay, this is 124 here. Now we'll have to break that as well. Okay, so this is how it is 124, and according to that the following figure shows the cubes painted blue on all the face and divided into 125 smaller cubes. So the figure may be analyzed as dividing it into the 5 horizontal layers. So first layer that we have is that the 9 central cubes have only one face painted, and 4 cubes at the corner have 3 faces painted, and that remaining 12 cubes have 2 faces painted. In each of the layer of second, third and fourth, that is the 9 central cubes have no face painted, the 4 cubes at the corner have 2 face painted, and the remaining 12 cubes have 1 face painted. In layer fifth, that the 9 central cubes have only 1 face painted, 4 cubes at the corners have 3 face painted, and the remaining 12 cubes have 2 face painted as well. On the same case for the question that they had asked you here, there are the 9 central cubes in each of the layers second, third and fourth which have no face painted. So such there are 9 into 3, so it will be equals to 27 such cubes. Okay, now we'll go ahead with another one which we have to talk about it, and that is another important questions as well. And so let's go ahead for the same, and that is being the 59th question of the sessions as well. So the question is being said here is your, that is being how many cubes are painted on one face only? How many cubes are painted on one face only? This has been the question. The options we have 8, 16, 36, 54. None of these. This has been also asked in your that is MBA examination paper. So for the same we have here is that there are 9 cubes in layer 1, 12 cubes in each of the layer 2nd, 3rd and 4th. So 9 cubes in layer 5 which are painted on one face only. So thus we have here is, that is being your 9 plus 12 into 3 plus 9. So that is being equals to 54 such cubes. So here we'll be ending it up, and that has been the last questions of the sessions. In the next coming class we will surely start discussing about another important question as well, and that is being important too. And we'll start discussing about the 60th questions here, and that is being important as I told you many times here as well. So on the same cases that has been the 218th class as well, and so you can go ahead and stay tuned with us. Before ending it up, it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Other than reasoning, if I'm going ahead here in the details, so yes, other than reasoning we are dealing with, we had started with your the chemistry of class 12, that is we had done your here we had done unit 1, unit 2, unit 3, unit 4, unit 5, unit 6, unit 7, unit 8, and unit 9 we had completed as well, and that has been important because this has been important for academic as well as for the competition wise as well. Other than that, talking about, we are dealing with the quantitative aptitude, where we had started with arithmetical ability. We had completed operations on numbers, LCM and SCF of numbers, decimal fractions, simplification, square roots and cube roots, and problems on numbers, problems on ages, surds and indices we had started with, and actually we are dealing with that as well. Other than that, we had done your sociology and software engineering, and on the same case coming to the reasoning. Reasoning has been divided into two sections, which is verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning. In verbal reasoning we had done your general mental ability and the logic reasoning. In general mental ability we had done your analogy, classification, series completion, coding, decoding, blood relation, puzzle test, sequential output tracing, direction sense test, logical Venn diagram, alphabet test, number ranking and time sequence test, mathematical operations, logical sequence of words, arithmetic reasoning, inserting the missing character, data sufficiency, decision making, assertions and reasons, situation reaction test, verification of the truth of the statement as well. In logic reasoning we had cover up logic, statement, argument, statement, assumption, statement, course of action, statement, conclusion, deriving conclusion from passages, theme detection, question, statement, miscellaneous logical puzzles. In terms of non-verbal reasoning we had done your series, analogy, classification, analytical reasoning, mirror image, water image, embedded figure, completions of incomplete pattern, figure metrics, paper folding, paper cutting, root detection, grouping of identical figures, cubes and dice we had done. We are dealing with that as well. And after completing that, we'll start discussing about dot situation, constructions of squares and triangles, figure formations and analysis, and then we'll discuss the question paper as well. That has been the important for you all. So here we'll be ending it up, and it's a huge request from my side to all the viewers to please go through with the subscribe button, and please like, share and subscribe our channel so that many and maximum people can get the information at once, and even though you can also enjoy the video as well. Thank you. Hope you enjoy this video. If you like this video, please give a thumbs up and give a suggestion in the comment box. Thank you.